Alright. Okay, try this. Try this for a little bit, and then probably go to the other game. Went and worked on the bike some more that I'm restoring. I'm restoring an old 80s BMX bike. And from what I recently found out, the bike hasn't been on the street in 28 years. So, the wheels were seized up, crank was seized up, you name it. But, well, it took 2 days, but I got the crank and the front and rear wheel unfrozen. And actually, surprisingly enough, for a set of 80s rims, it doesn't have the Skyway mags. Wish it did. The rims are actually straight and spin really well now. And of course, the individual, I don't know if he did it or somebody else did it, but the front fork was actually bent a little bit in such a fashion that you couldn't fit the front wheel on. It was, let's say, I don't know, eighth of an inch, 5/16 of an inch, like bent, like in. And so very carefully, I spent the last, on and off 3 hours working on rectifying that without, permanently damaging, the fork because, you know, the bike it is a vintage original 80s bike, and it also, it's chrome. So, I want to try to preserve the chrome. I mean, it's not 100% mint, but I want to try to preserve the chrome because from what I could see, looking over the bike, it doesn't really have, well, when the bike's up on its wheels, there's no visual, like dings or damage to the main tubing of the bike. But underneath the bike, there's a little bit, one little area which, I don't know, looks like, looks like a ding or maybe even a grind mark, but it's nothing real serious or anything like that, and it is located on the underside. Um, but I figured I'd take another break, and somewhere between tonight and tomorrow, I'm gonna try to get brake on it. Not brakes, just brake. It is a freewheel, so you do need, the actual lever brakes, but when I bought the bike, it had no brakes of any kind. And I got parts from another bike, and a gyro, but I'm not gonna hook the gyro up right now. Um, and I'm gonna have to use the other bike. I'm only able to salvage the the front brake off of it, so I'm gonna use the front brake, and I'm gonna swap it around, put it on the back, and route the cable and get the levers in, and I think it's gonna be tight. as far as the length of the cable, but I think I'll be able to actually have a functional rear brake. And then I'll be able to take it out for a little ride here and there, and, well, I'll have to come up with a whole nother brake caliber set up for the front. I've got the levers and whatever, but this is not a map I want to be on. Not particularly. Plus I have... Ooh. There's phones here, so... Really? I tried. He still would dislike using that overpowered killer, but at least I took the hit for the guy. It's more than Survivor's Seat for me. And then of course, the other guy tried to, you know, steal the hook, to unhook, but I actually wasn't trying to steal it. Wow, dude, why? That's a report. No killer should be able to do that, ever. No killer should be able to yank you off a gym or out of a window. I mean, come on, let's be realistic here. They already have too much power. You're reported, son. I'm not even gonna wiggle anymore. I mean, this is fucking stupid, dude. I'm gonna report his sorry ass. Just like always. Why are you tunneling, dude? Yeah, I'm reporting that. Yep, that's immediately getting reported. Yep. I'm sick of this killer, dude. He literally tunneled me. And now I'm literally gonna report him. And he's getting 3 reports. Targeted player harassment, manipulation of in-game mechanics, trolling. Well, let's go with reported right now. Don't even care. Probably another stick anyway. Let's go see. Yep, didn't I tell you? It's always a spick. Alright, well. Yep. Now do you see why I hate this game? First off, same as always, he's a fucking spick. Second off, you can't message the little stick nigger. Get deported, motherfucker. It's always the foreigners, I'm telling you. They've got no sense of what, fair gameplay is. And they wonder why I don't like sticks. I'm gonna knock their teeth out every one I see. Literally, you fucking piece of shit tunnel rat nigger. I might as well throw a few points in there. But that, and then the killers, they get the upper hand because you can't DC unless you want to get banned. The last time I DC'd, I kid you not, I was suspended, banned for what, 8 hours? 8 fucking hours. Guess how many times I DC'd that, in a day? Only 2. 2 DCs and had an 8-hour ban. What kind of fucking Cater 2 killer game is this? I've said it 1,000 times and I'll say it again. Literally, Behavior is the worst company on the planet, and I would love nothing more than to see him burn to the ground. Matthew Kotex needs punched in his fucking face. That whole team is a bunch of fucked up, no good Canadians anyway. They're all fucking garbage. And I seriously think outside of the trash devs aside, the killers are super overpowered. I mean, Wraith is way overpowered. And here's the funny thing. He wasn't that overpowered until they did the, quote, rework, unquote. Every single killer, especially Leatherface, that's received a rework. Oh, hell no. They're the most toxic niggers on the planet now, and they wonder why they get reported, suspended, banned. Nobody wants to talk to them. Nobody wants to play. Lots of people DC now. I mean, let's be real here. There's also the crossplay. I got rid of that shit real quick. Because, I mean, people can hack on PlayStation. I mean, you can lie to the general public. I'm not the general public. You know, I know these things. I mean, I code games and everything. So, I mean, I've got a PS5, and as of current time, you can't jailbreak it, but that doesn't stop you from using cheats on it. Right now, for $50, I can get Crotus Zen, Crotus Max, and I can literally cheat. You can get auto flashlight aim. You can get aimbot. You can get auto wiggle. Oh yeah, no, it's ridiculous. I mean, of course, I'm not using any of that because I'm 100% against it. But I'm so sick of killers trying to, oh, you can't cheat on console. Get the fuck out of here, dude. I know for a motherfucking fact you can. And I know 70%, maybe 60% of the players on consoles are cheating. And more than 90% are cheating on PC, which is sad because they're already overpowered with mouse and keyboard. And that's exactly why I got rid of crossplay. I mean, it's an unfair advantage, the mouse and keyboard without the hacks. And the latency differential between a PC and a console. And no matter what behavior says, all of us players, we all know we're not going to keep playing a game where you just constantly die and very rarely ever, win/escape. Nobody's going to continue to play a game that they're just constantly dead every match. Look at that. And that's an easy report. No terror radius, and he literally shoots me out of nowhere. And of course, he's wearing an overpriced outfit, which is, yep, you're getting reported. I tried to kill myself, and I kid you not, every time I try to kill myself, 9 times out of 10 I wiggle off. I wasn't gonna run. I let him knock me down. I'm sick of it. I've completely had it with the killers. I mean, trust me, I've only played Death Slinger one time, just one. And out of the one time, I discovered, because I'd never seen, from the Death Slinger's point of view, and that's why I played it. Well, turns out, he has no crosshair, no marks on the screen. He has to blindly aim at you. And yet they shoot you halfway across the map through corn. Now, you explain that to me. How does a killer who clearly can't see you with no aura perks on, how does a killer like that aim halfway across the map to a cornfield and shoot you? Cheating. That's the only answer. And you can swear up and down, claim all you want that you're not cheating, but you are, which just makes you a bigger piece of shit than the devs. Just saying. I mean, with all due respect to the killers, I understand that the killers have, you know, they've got objectives and, you know, things that they have to meet, but it doesn't mean they have to be ultra toxic, and it doesn't mean that they need all the power that they get. I mean, why does Deathslinger get a native reduced terror radius? Why? Why do we have so many one-hit, one-shot down killers? Why is camping and tunneling, you know, still deemed a strategy when it's clearly targeted player harassment, manipulation of in-game mechanics? Look, you see what I mean? I mean, no terror radius, dude. Yeah, and that's another report. Look at him, dude. No terror radius whatsoever. None. So it's either Tinkerer, Hysteria, not that I care, and nobody's gonna come and get me, I guess. Thanks for nothing. And this is why I hate playing. Nobody's even remotely trying to kill. I mean, this game is just set up for fail. It's not enjoyable at all. I'm just gonna let go. This is stupid. I'm gonna stick around long enough to see his perks, though. I know he's got a reduced terror radius, but dude, not that close. Yep. And it's the same nigga that I recorded before. And now he's putting me again. And this Death Queen bitch couldn't hit a skill check to save her life. told that killer, I was like, I'm kind of sick of you. I mean, there's a reason why I reported him before. I mean, first he tunneled me. And I think I want to say he yanked me twice, because no tail radius. 0 tail radius. Which I think needs to be removed. Look at him, dude. And see, I want to know how he has a tear radius right now. And she just took him. Like, why would you do that, dude? You're toxic. Bikini Hood literally took him right to that person on the gen. I'm gonna go with reported. Wow. Talk about toxic, dude. Yeah, they're a bit toxic. I'm gonna ask them too, why did you fucking trample over that person? Talk about a shitty ass player, dude. And then they let him die on hook. Oh, I thought it said the king, but it's just like wow. And none of them can hit overcharged skill checks. I just don't believe that it should be this hard. It shouldn't be this hard for us for survivors to beat a single killer. Any killer. I mean, mathematically, the 4 survivors should walk all over the killer. Realistically, the killer should never get more than 1 kill. But yeah. But like I said, I'm equally fair. I'm gonna have some words with this piece of shit survivor too. I mean, they literally killed that other player, and they did it on purpose. And now they're just being little trash nuggets hiding. I mean, I guess they are the only survivor left. I thought there was 2, but there's not. So I guess they're not really hiding. At least now. I don't understand why she's not running around looking for the hatch. Wow. They're just now here in the hatch. Wow. Now, let's go message them. I just messaged that nigga, that survivor. I asked him, I was like, why do you take the killer to that survivor on the gen and get him killed? I was like, that was toxic. Sometimes I do. Ow, my leg's killing me. Sometimes I do okay with this build here. Sometimes I don't. But honestly, when the killer's targeting you, it's hard to do anything. That pussy didn't have anything to say because he just got in trouble like, what, a week, 2 weeks ago? So he didn't have anything to say because typically, you report somebody for the same thing 3 times in a row in less than a 30-day period. Yeah, shit, a lot more stern shit, higher repercussions is gonna happen. And I just filed my second set of reports against him, so I don't know. At the end of the day, being an adult, you're supposed to realize, hey, it's just a game. But at the same time, you know, it's it's really easy to get, irritated about it, and I'm just tired of seeing, overpowered killers, get away with murder, be pieces of shit. I mean, this is why they need their nuts whacked off. They do not need all the extra special attention that they get from the devs. Bloodlust, survivor nerfs, overpowered perks for them. I mean, look at that shit I read today. Now Trapper's getting, buffed. What? From what I read today and could understand, essentially with this, that, and the other, Trapper's going to be able to step foot, appear on the map with 8 traps right out the gate. 8 traps. Now, I'm sure there's, a few stipulations, but dude, come on. A fucking Trapper hitting the map with 8 traps right out the gate? What the fuck is this? But this is why the devs need punched in the face and their teeth to roll out their asshole. Because they do not have a fucking clue what they're doing. None. If they did, they wouldn't, they wouldn't be pumping up killers. Do they not seem to comprehend that the reason they've lost so much of the player base, especially console side, is because they just keep nerfing survivors and buffing killers? Explain to me why Trapper needs reworked. Almost, not every map, but listen, hear me out. Almost every map is catered to the killers in some way. And with Trapper, think about the vast majority of maps that are all grass. Come on, dude. And there's hardly no way to see the traps. I think that's kind of bullshit. And now you're gonna, give him 8 traps to start with. Just now, look at this map right now that we spawned on. This is what I'm talking about. I mean, right off the gate, it's all grass. And yep, I'm killing myself and they're getting reported. Yeah, go ahead and hook me. I'm not going against the fucking Huntress. I told you, I'm sick of killers. Nope. Look at that. No. That's a DC and a report. No. I'll take the ban timer. Yeah. Yep, dude, I'm not tolerating that. Suck my left nut and make the right one jealous. I mean, I tried to kill myself. I jumped off the hook, and that's fine. But she immediately tunneled me. Immediately. And they've already quickly been reported now. I'm already calling. Nice job, Leon. But oh well, I'm not gonna stick around and watch. I'm gonna go see what the ban timer is. That's 1 DC in like, I don't know, days. Last time it was like 6 or 8 hours. If it's even an hour, I'm closing out. I'm just tired of killers, dude. Nope. Look at that. 30 minutes. Now keep in mind I haven't DC'd in like 4 days. Nope. Bye. Close out.